Hello students, today we shall learn about chapter 2, The Thief's Story by Ruskin Bond. The Thief's Story is about a 15-year-old boy, Hari Singh, whose life changes when he meets Anil, a 25-year-old writer. Before I begin the story, let me introduce you the characters. Hari Singh, a fair-handed thief, he is keen on learning how to read and write. He is so experienced robber that he knows how different people will react when they are robbed. Anil is a tall and lean man. He earns his living by writing. He is a kind, simple, and an easy-going person. The story begins like this. Hari Singh met Anil when he was watching a wrestling match. He approached him and found him very easy-going type. Hari Singh felt that Anil was kind and simple enough for his purpose. In order to get Anil, Hari Singh told him that he cooks a bit of a wrestler himself. Then Anil accepted him by asking his name and then continued to speak about well-oiled wrestlers. After this, Anil walked away and Hari Singh followed him and by giving him most appealing smile, and he told him that he wanted to work for him. Anil replied that he would not be able to pay him. In reply, Hari Singh asked whether he could feed him. Hari Singh was asked whether he can cook or not. Hari Singh lied again and said yes, he knew how to cook. Anil agreed to keep Hari Singh with him. Anil took him to his room and allowed him to sleep on the balcony. At that night, the food which was cooked by Hari Singh was so terrible, and Anil gave it to a stray dog and told him to be off from the work. Later, he patted Hari Singh and said, "Never mind." He promised to teach him how to cook. He also taught him how to write his name and told that he would soon teach him how to write whole sentences and to add numbers. Hari Singh felt very grateful and was speaking to himself. He thought if he knew that once he could write like an educated man, there would be no limit to what he could achieve. Hari Singh felt very happy working for Anil. He made the tea in the morning. Then he used to go to market to buy the things needed. He made a profit of 1 rupee per day. Anil knew about it, but he did not mind it. Anil made money by fits and starts. That means he used to borrow money 1 week and next week he would give it back. He kept worrying about his next check. When it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. It seems he was waiting for magazines. He was writing for magazines to make his living. One evening, Anil came home with a small bundle of notes, saying that he had just sold a book to a publisher. At night, Hari Singh saw Anil tucking the money under the mattress. Hari Singh thought to himself, he had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, he had not done anything in his line of work. This was the right time he could do something, and Anil had given him a key to the door. He could come and go as he pleased. He thought Anil was the most trusting person he had ever met. This was the reason why Hari Singh felt very difficult to rob him. He deeply thought that it is easy to rob a greedy man, because he can afford to be robbed, but it is difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes he does not even notice that he has been robbed. Then he decided that it was the right time to do his real job. For a long time, he was out of his practice, and if he does not take the money, he will only waste it on his friends. After all, he does not even pay Hari Singh. Then what happened next? We will come to in the next class. Till then, watch video and prepare well. Homework is in the PDF.